Konnichiwa YouTube! Welcome back to beta previews, where we're taking a look at Skyforge, which I believe is still in open beta. They called it a soft launch, I'm not sure, but they are releasing updates. We're gonna continue to play it anyway. As you know, in the last episode, we finished the intro, gave some commentary, and now we're gonna take a look at the character and class selection and creation, customizing your character.
You will have to learn how to use your new powers. I know just the person who can help. You should talk to Flavius. He's no ordinary god. His vocation is science, but don't let that discourage you. He's a miracle worker in his way. He's waiting for you. Now go.
So Herida sends us off to find Flavius. He's the resident technician, immortal technician. He's the tech guy. And he's going to take us through the character selection, class selection, character customization, and a brief combat tutorial.
Oh, rookie! Hello. Liking immortality? Not getting to your head? Oh, my manners. I'm Flavius. I'm trying to advance science here while others are waving their swords. Of course I'm serious. Aside from me, no one's even trying to understand how things work in this world. Oh, right. This is my holographic form. No time to flit about. And there's so many immortals nowadays. Just so much to do. Right, back to business. Well, what are we waiting for? That transport capsule? You're getting in. I'll join you in the training hall.
So after we talk to this guy, we just need to jump into one of the pod capsules on the side here. It'll take us into this sort of virtual reality world where we'll get to customize our character. Now, one thing to note is that characters are completely customizable at any time. You should be able to change your class and appearance whenever you wish. At least that's what they espouse.
The hall's completely virtual. I've been doing all of our training here ever since my lab was nearly destroyed. First, you'll need to pick a class. I'll show you how. Pick an available class.
The first thing you need to do is pick a class. I'll show you how. Pick a class. The dialogue is pretty straightforward, I guess. It's not so in-depth. It's also not very clear all the time. Just pick a class, he says, but we'll take a look. So in the virtual world, you can see sort of three character models, the three classes. If you're a free-to-player like myself, then you basically only have three choices at the beginning. You have the Cryomancer on the left, is basically a mage, the Paladin tank, or on the right here you have the Lightbinder, and these three classes are going to be available to you at the beginning. You have a mage, tank, and Lightbinder, which is kind of like a support DPS. It's more of a support class, shielding and things like that. So you push the button to open up your interface and you'll see the three classes. First up here is the Lightbinder. Now, as I mentioned, this is kind of a support class. There is no direct healing class in this game. You're kind of left on your own to heal. But the Lightbinder does have a range of shields or buffs, things like that that you can give friendly players to support them. It also has some nice damage output. There are some builds and guides in other videos online. So you can see here, these are your talents and your abilities. They are not the actual skills that you have right now, but these are things that you can unlock through the Ascension Atlas, which we'll look at in a later episode. So feel free to take a look at these. I did. I read all of them and kind of chose something. The second class is the Paladin, and this is going to be your starting tank class. You can evolve this into something different. I believe there's a Knight, which might also be a tank later if you unlock it in the Ascension Atlas. You'll notice here that you start off with just three basic skills. In this case, you have combos. So you have a basic attack which combos into other attacks as you use it. So using your skills at the right time is important. Again, there's no, you can't unlock these skills and abilities, but they can sort of preview what you will have access to through the Ascension Atlas later as your character progresses. One thing to note is that you can only create one character. Now, and it's not deletable. So you can customize your character, you can change classes at any time, you can change your appearance at any time, you can change your gender. All of this is possible, but if you don't want to pay, for example, changing your class, changing your appearance takes credits or argents. If you don't want to pay for that, you're going to have to create a completely new account, so choose wisely at the beginning. This here is the Cryomancer, and this is your mage class, kind of ice mage, I suppose. Later this can evolve into things like the Necromancer, or possibly, I don't know, anything really. Necromancer, kinetics, also use magic. This one uses ice. It's basically damage and control. She does have some freezing attacks, as well as area of effect attacks, things like that. She's quite fun to play, actually. This is, like I said, my second character, because I didn't want to pay for customization after the first try. So I'm going to go ahead and choose the Cryomancer, I think, and then from there go into character customization. And there we go, I am now Cryomancer. So after choosing your class, you can test out your abilities, and then go talk to Flavius and he'll introduce the character customization.
Next on the agenda is changing your appearance. Don't be shy, try it. Plenty of interesting options.
So once you enter character customization, you can see that you can choose male or female. There are a variety of different presets that you can choose from to get yourself started, and then from there you can customize your overall look. I think it's interesting. You can choose, you know, more like casual, more like glam or rock style, and then from there you can customize your appearance. It's not always this fantasy immortal goddess look, which is what I went with anyway, because I mean this is a fantasy MMO, come on. You start with a bunch of presets and you can choose sort of a basic character model that you like, and then from there you can go into more of the traditional sliders as you see here, and you can adjust the specifics of your character type. Now, you do have a variety of presets to choose from in pretty much any area that you might decide to customize, but it's not as heavily customizable as something like Dragon Age Inquisition, for example, or even Arcage I think has more customizing options, but it's pretty decent in terms of letting you choose your character's appearance. So again, there are a variety of different hairstyles. You can choose different colors, different styles. You can put on different makeup. You can even adjust tattoos, jewelry, and clothing options later if you like. Now I'm going to go ahead and just create a character, show you a brief look at the different options, and then I'll come back to you after the character is made. The very last thing that you can do then is choose more of your personality. You can choose your run speed, or the way it looks when you run, how you stand, and even your voice. And then you want to give her a name, and then enter the world. So this, like I said, is my second character. We're going to name her Hotaru, which means lightning bug in Japanese.
Practice for a little while on these tin cans. You can leave once your training is complete. And don't worry one bit, it's working. Almost forgot. You can change your appearance at any time. Just talk to Kinta, our stylist. Well, that's about it. If you need me, you always know where to find me.
Now he says talk to Kinta and you can change your appearance. I actually went and tracked this girl down to see exactly what it would be like. Here you can watch our quick exchange.
An appearance modification specialist. Is there anything about yourself you'd like to change? Anything at all. Your hair color maybe? The shape of your jaw or your eye color? Easily. Skin color, height, proportions, anything you like. I can even change your gender. Hello! Kindly remember that I will modify your appearance the first time at no charge to you. For all future procedures, you will
have to pay. I think that's the key point here. This is a free-to-play game, obviously, but they do have a business model, so I'm kind of upset that you can only create one character and that you can't even delete that character, but that's the route they chose to take. Now, it is customizable, you can do whatever you want with it, but if you're going to change it more than once, you are going to have to pay for that or create a completely new account. So just choose wisely the first time or second time you change your appearance. After getting all that done, you go back and you can enter the combat tutorial. Now this is just a quick fight. They teach you about your skills, your combos, how to play an MMO generally speaking. I think they do a good job of introducing the mechanics and how to navigate. I think this is important because a lot of MMOs don't really give you this sort of training at the beginning, and anyone who's new to this sort of genre may have difficulty navigating or moving around. So they do a good job of at least teaching you that. So as we go out the door here, we get started on our quest, and I'm going to leave you here in this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a kind of a first look at the character creation and selection process. In the next episode, we'll take a look at more of the gameplay aspects, and then in the future episodes, we'll take a look at the Ascension Atlas. And that's basically the skill selection thing. It's similar to Path of Exile, but not as in-depth, I believe, but that's how you unlock other classes. So we'll continue to play more. If you like this video, definitely subscribe and leave me a comment in the comment section below, and I will see you all in the next episode when we take a look at the questing and the hub of quests for the Immortals. For now, Shinobi out!